The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaraya Productions.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Reviews.
Yes, another episode dealing with Garo, so not many people will watch it, but we're doing this anyway.
At least you said it.
Yep.
If the last one is anything to go on, you're absolutely right.
Oh, yeah, that video hasn't even reached 1,000 views yet.
It hasn't.
Is it even
Neither has Ultraman Dino, but this is episode number 72.
Oh, 72!
72.
Oh, we are just blazing through these.
We still need to celebrate our anniversary and 4,000 subscribers.
Oh,
I just realized.
That should be our last video for the day, I guess. Anyway! We'll figure out something.
We'll find something else.
Anyway!
Garo stabbing things.
Yes, Garo Makai Retsuden,
M-rated stabbing things.
which is an anthology.
Which is the best kind.
An anthology.
Yes. I really enjoyed this one because it takes itself less seriously than pretty much any other Garo series.
Okay.
And it's just good bouncing from various characters in the Garoverse.
Mm.
I really enjoyed just a lot of the middle episodes. However, let's talk about the first episode deals with the worst character. Reika.
Mm.
Who cannot even do an episode by herself because she's not interesting enough to make it work. Make it work. But we had that whole first episode, I'm sitting here like, why were you the one that we started off with?
Work.
Oh, I don't like her in this, and I'm still upset because one of the future things we're doing for Garo was those couple of movies where we have Biku, and the Togen Flute, and the one that came after Series 5. And I don't want to see her again. I'm sorry, she's fine.
Long story short, we don't want to see her again.
Pretty much. She's just not great. She doesn't have a personality to match this.
Mm.
So I'm just like, you're not worth it
Yeah,
to really have an episode like your own.
Well, look at it this way. They got it out of the way
You're not
first.
worth it.
But yeah, that first episode is just like, it's not great. The second episode is two stories, dealing with one of the
really tall.
It's the guy from Kiba who played the Wolfman.
He's gonna ignore it.
I am. The guy from Kiba who played the Wolfman, who was also Makai Knight, is the first half of the second episode. He has like one of the most hilarious parts because it deals with these horrors that are like in a bar, and
as you are,
a horror crashes through the ceiling from like the first fort.
Yeah.
And he starts telling a story about somebody that they captured. Meanwhile, there's a guy in a cell just on the ground. Mm-hmm. And he gets up, and the guy starts telling him about how he just started wiping out the entire of the first fort. And then he said, so this is all that you got. And the guy in the cell says the same thing. And it just turns out to be him. And he just goes in and kills everybody. And there's this one part where one of the horrors...
Murder, death.
Pretty much. One of the horrors starts fighting him. And, like, he was going to catch his sword when he was on the ground, and it just goes straight through and kills him.
You ever see Sukiyaki Western Django?
No.
There's a scene in the movie where a very similar thing happens. Guy catches a sword, now you try it. He tries. Doesn't work out so well for him.
Death.
It's a hilarious just part of the episode because he mostly got that first guy so he could follow him. And then he ends up killing him, and his Makai tool tells him, okay, how are you going to get to the third place? He's like, It's a great, just, couple episodes. The third one, the second half of that deals with the girl from the Sun's continuity. The one who was the Madul tool in Series 4. Speaking of which, he'll be back soon. Because he has a movie and Series 6. So it'll be good to see Raiga again. Very excited to see Raiga. Because this one sort of bounces back and forth between the Ryuga continuity and the regular one. Mm-hmm. So we get to see Tsubasa, who was the white Makai Knight, who was Tiger from Kiba, the older brother who was Dark Kiba in the saga.
Right.
And of course, best girl, Javi.
Yay.
I'm sitting here like, wow, she's
when
here.
When do we get to watch her movie?
That's the one with Rekka.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
I just, if it didn't have to do with Rekka.
Yeah.
It was like, Javi, Rekka.
We love Javi, Rekka. Nah, not so much.
We could do without her.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can say that for a lot of female characters in Garo.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't very good.
Because a lot of this show deals with, like, the side characters in this. We get to see an episode with Rion, which I thought was okay, with the, like, Makai Priest. It was, like, the main one from season 3, like, the big, or rather small girl who was, like, the Makai Priest is, like, the height of the Makai Priest is the one who gave them all their missions.
Right.
With Ryuga. We get to see Ryuga back. And it's really just following these people. Episode 9 is one of my favorite because it's sort of like the episode of Ultraman X where it's just like an interview throughout the interview.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best episodes.
Yeah, we follow this guy around and he's just going and talking about how Biku gave him a mission to do. And he's like talking to Gonza, who is the narrator throughout all of these.
Yep.
And he's just, casually talking to the screen. And I love episodes like that. I don't know what it is. I just really like episodes where it's just like, all right, he's really talking to us as a person. And I just really enjoyed him. We get to see Ryan in this episode as well. And then we get to the last episode where it's sort of like a crossover between the two universes. So we get to see Rion and Rekka together.
Yay!
No, it's not.
Rekka!
The only good thing, and I'll say like the greatest thing throughout this entire show,
yes,
is we get to see Koga again.
Yes.
Koga.
And I'm just here like, ah!
Just like that?
Because I love me some Koga.
Yes.
I really do. Plus, we haven't seen him since Series 2.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently he might end up coming back again. Maybe we'll see him again in Series 6 so he can, fight alongside
I want to see a glimpse of what his married life was like.
before he went into the portal.
Well, it happened at some point.
Yeah.
Portal.
Then he came back and they reunited and it was great.
But it's just... Makai Retsuden isn't like the greatest series, but it's great to see it more of an anthology series, so you won't have to follow it as hard. Plus, it's only 12 episodes, so it's just interesting to see, especially how these characters will interact, what they do outside of Garo.
It's a good way to expand the universe.
Yeah, I really just enjoyed it because of that fact. It's a fun episode. We get to see the past of D. Ringo, who was like one of the side characters in series 3 and 5. And we get to see Jinga, aka Decade, his backstory with his wife before he became a horror.
Before he became Decade.
I still love that one. It was either during the filming of Jinga or during the filming of this where he came on the set and said, "This is the world of Garo," and gave the director a Decade card. Because he is that type of person.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this. It's a fun series. It's not nearly as serious. It doesn't take itself seriously.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's not as morbid as the regular Garo series. It's just fun.
It is.
Especially in a lot of the ones where it's more lighthearted. I enjoy things like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun little side series to watch.
I mean, I get where you're coming with that, but my stance is that when I go to watch Garo, I go to watch that morbid. I go to watch that dark. Now, I'm not saying I didn't like this season. I'm just saying it's not why I like Garo.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you have other series that are in the Garo universe that do that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just the fact that it doesn't take itself seriously because we're not following the same people every time.
No, I get what you're saying. And like I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. I'm not saying it was a bad season. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that there's an expectation when I go to Garo. And it was a little, I wouldn't say disorienting or jarring, but it caught me off guard to have this kind of much more lighthearted tone in comparison to the other seasons.
I think it's just because of the fact that we were just coming off watching Dyna, which made me enjoy this a little bit more because Dyna was disappointing.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't have that crutch on me, so...
Yeah, I just went in here and watched this.
You
and I
didn't
was like,
miss much.
I'm gathering.
Yeah, we just came in and watched this, and I was like, you know what? Yay.
It doesn't suck.
You know what? I'm not horribly disappointed in you.
I'm actually quite pleased with what I gained from watching this show. Okay, so just an announcement. Next Sunday, there will be no video.
Because
It's my birthday, and I'm going out of town.
And bitch doesn't want to edit on his birthday.
It's true. I want to relax, have some fun.
I don't blame you.
Get into some shenanigans.
No blaming whatsoever.
Get into some shenanigans. So,
What's his name?
no, just shenanigans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His name is Shanae. Got it.
Mm-hmm. The character from Martin. But neither one of you will get that joke.
No.
Then why are you telling us?
Because you weren't black in the 90s. But
Someone in our audience might get it.
it's true. Martin Lawrence played a character. But yeah, it's fun. I really enjoyed this series. But as I said, there's going to be no video next Sunday. I'm on vacation, taking a break, and yeah, that's basically it. I want to relax.
And I'm going to be screaming at my PlayStation.
I mean, that'll just be me.
I got Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Yay, Dark Souls.
I've just been editing for the past year, and I'm sitting here like, you know what? It's around the time of our anniversary. It's time for me and my birthday to just, all right, take a step back, recollect myself, get into some shit, and then we'll just go from there. There will be a video next Wednesday, just not next Sunday. But for what episode is this again? 72?
72.
Episode 73, Fourze. Kamen Rider Fourze.
Oh, fun.
Fourze.
Uchukita. Tokucast kita.
Actually, tell us what you think about that show in the comments below, and we'll include some of the comments in that video.
Please do.
Let us know what you think about Fourze, the power of friendship.
Well,
my little Fourze. Bye, everybody.
Don't forget to join us on all the things. We're going to start putting more stuff
on Patreon.
Yeah, on Patreon. Or behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, we just haven't really been doing anything interesting for behind the scenes lately.
We'll be doing some more interesting stuff this week, though.
Yeah. Like what?
We'll see later.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
It's
Bye.
a surprise. Bye.